So 2013 was a really great year for movies, but also there were some pretty bad movies in 2013. So here's my top 10 worst movies of 2013. Before we get into the top 10 list, I want to talk about dishonorable mentions. These are some movies that were pretty bad, but they just weren't that bad compared to the other top 10 movies of the worst movies of 2013. So these are dishonorable mentions, some movies that were pretty bad this year. And we have Dark Skies, After Earth, Iron Man 3, The Big Wedding, and A Good Day to Die Hard, which isn't even a Die Hard film. It's just Bruce Willis in an action movie where he was boring. So those were pretty bad films, but they just weren't as bad as these movies. Coming in at number 10 is... This was an animated movie. I don't even remember when it came out, and I saw it and it was just so boring and so cliche for a children's movie, and everything about it was just really bad. The animation just felt weak and crappy, and that's why Escape from Planet Earth is my number 10 worst movie of 2013. Coming in at number 9. This is another animated movie that was from the world of Cars, and it just wasn't Cars. Cars is another pretty bad Pixar movie, but I know Planes is not a Pixar movie, but it's still very, very bad. This movie had no heart, no humor, not a really good story. It was just overall just a really bad film, and I just didn't feel anything for these characters. You know, in Cars, you get like, you're laughing at the characters and everything and blah blah blah. Planes, not whatsoever was there any moment where I felt anything for these characters and was laughing with them or just felt anything for them. So Planes is my number 9 worst movie of 2013. Coming in at number 8 is... This movie, I think, had a lot more potential if you had the right cast. You know, Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman, okay in the movie, but Liam Hemsworth, no. The movie was completely bad, and the way that they handled this whole plot made it a pretty bad movie, and I think it had the potential to be a better film if they would have handled pretty much 95% of the film better. I think it would have been a better film. Coming in at number 7 is... Can this woman not write? She has created so many bad stories. Stephenie Meyers wrote the Twilight series and now The Host, and The Host was adapted into a movie in March, and my God, that movie was so damn boring. It was another love triangle story, and it was boring. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was freaking boring. I fell asleep during the movie for like 10 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I didn't miss one thing. Not one thing I'm sure I missed. I'm not ever gonna watch it though, because I don't want to know what I missed, because it's probably boring. Coming at number 6 is... Can't you tell that there's a lot of crappy family movies this year? You had my number 10 and number 9 were family movies, and number 6 is the Smurfs 2. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the first Smurfs, so I was kind of looking forward to this one, but this movie felt so forced with the family issues of Neil Patrick Harris's stepdad and Smurfette wanting to be a part of a family, and it was like down your throat, and like the movie was like 3D, but the 3D was like taking someone's hand and just forcing family issues down your throat, and it was a bad film, and they just focused a lot more on marketing for Sony and fart jokes, and it was just overall a horrendous movie. Coming at number 5, these are the top 5 worst movies of 2013. These are the movies that I won't ever want to watch again, don't want to ever own on Blu-ray, don't want to ever think about again. And coming at number 5 is... This movie was a straight to DVD release, but it was like so popular, and they had to release it one night in theaters. And this movie, going into it, you know it's going to be bad. You don't know it's going to be this bad and this cheesy and this bad acting and so horrible. Sharknado is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Tornadoes and sharks mixed in together. Who fucking comes up with this shit? And there were so many scenes where you could tell that they messed up on editing. The water is this high, and then it's this high, and then it's back up here, and it's just keep on going in the same scene. The water level is just off the chart, not right on every single scene. It's just so bad editing and crappy graphics. I know that was supposed to be a straight to DVD thing, but come on. If you're gonna have that with crappy graphics, don't even make the goddamn movie. Coming in number 4 is... I love Ethan Hawke. Damn, this was a bad movie. Getaway with Selena Gomez as well, and Jon Voight as a face was just bad. The whole scenes of like the go cam, the pro go cam, whatever, on the side of the car, and you can see the scenes of him driving, just got really annoying really quick. Like the first 10 minutes of the movies, it was very bad. And Selena Gomez does not play a tough chick, does not play it good. And Ethan Hawke, you know, he was okay in the movie, but overall the plot and the effects and the driving was cool, but the way that they handled the whole movie is why it sits at number 4 for the worst movie of 2013. Coming at number 3 is... If you want to see a repetitive movie that's boring and about teenage girls and guys, see the Bling Ring. But if you want to do yourself a favor, don't see the Bling Ring, because this movie is bad. It is just them, what do you want to do tonight? Let's go steal. Let's go party. Over and over and over and over again till they get in trouble. Bam. Bling Ring, number 3. Crappy movie. Coming at number 2. Coincidence that this is a sequel. Coming at number 2 is... Okay, I love Adam Sandler and I love his previous movies. Some of them are really bad, like Jack and Jill and Just Go With It. I enjoyed Grown Ups, but this movie was ridiculous and so stupid. You can tell at this right off the bat that this was just a cash grab and they just wanted to make it just because. This movie literally, in my opinion, had no plot whatsoever. It was just them like, what are we gonna do today? Let's go run some errands and let's go to Kmart, or let's go get some food, let's do this, and then after the end, let's have a big party. I don't remember them telling me during the whole movie that there was going to be a big party, maybe once or twice, but it wasn't like they brushed up upon it like more and more that there was going to be a party at the end of the movie. Grown Ups 2 is so stupid. I can't believe that you could take a decent Grown Ups movie that I found actually funny and make it more bad. It was just so, ugh. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Coming at number 1 is the worst movie of 2013, and that is... I love Scary Movie 1 and 2. 3 is okay. 4 is bad. 5 is shit. I honestly don't really remember much about this movie. Now that I'm thinking about it, that is how bad Scary Movie 5 is. I mean, the scene, I remember hating the scene a lot with the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and it was... As you can tell, I don't like this movie. Words can't express how stupid this movie was. With the, just all the different stories that they come along, the different movies that they put into one, and Ashley Tisdale, and they're just ripping off of Scary Movie 5 is the worst movie of 2013 and probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. They did not do a good job at a parody of any of these films. Scary Movie 5, worst movie of the year. That's it. I'm done talking about it. As you can tell by my facial expressions, I don't need to explain myself. So this is Justin Watches Movies with his 2013 worst movies, top 10 and dishonorable mentions. Comment down below and tell me what you think of my list, and tell me what your worst movies are of 2013. A lot of bad films this movie, but a lot of great films. You know, you gotta have those bad films to kind of make it a decent year, because you got your good films, but you gotta have your bad films to talk about and rant on about, because it's fun to rant about crappy movies and how bad the filmmakers were about editing and making this movie in the process. It's so bad. I'll see you later. Bye.